Coaching is about the communication and the relationship that you build to get the most out of somebody on any given week to achieve whatever it is that they want to achieve on a journey.
That's the point here, is we're trying to move you into a whole different league. This is a whole different fucking sport almost at that level.
Coaches think it's about changing their macros, and if you think it's that, you're fucked.
I think that the coaches that saying AI isn't taking over my job have not used it.
Coaches don't seem to be coaches these days. They seem to be instructors. And you can get that for fuck all. You can get that for absolutely nothing from ChatGPT. Is AI going to leave you behind as an online coach?
Hey guys, we are Dan and Mike from Business and Banter, formerly Biceps and Banter, and we are here today to help you with your online fitness business in any way that we can. And today we are going to talk a little bit, or a lot of it, about AI and the extensive use of ChatGPT in the online fitness space, and whether in fact you are going to be left behind by not using it. It's a topic that's close to our hearts because obviously we managed to build our business without using any AI or ChatGPT, so we will discuss that in depth. But it's also come up a few times in our members group, which we have for online coaches looking to grow their business for just £99 a month, who are sick of being ripped off, $5,000 up front here, $5,000 up front there, to be told to send cold DMs and to use ChatGPT for their content ideas and for their writing of their captions and doing their client programming, and wondering why they see no results from any of that coaching. So if you want somewhere that helps you with not only your business, but also your ability to actually coach human beings and get amazing results with them, well, that only costs you £99. So you should probably look at the link below and join that once you've finished watching this video.
Oh, it's got the CTA in early. Well done.
I just remembered it. I was like, I've got to make sure, because they need to know that they shouldn't be using AI for their caption writing, and we're going to explain why now. And then by the time you've watched this, you're going to want to get in that group and hear what
this isn't even us. This is AI.
It's AI. It's not even us saying this. We're reading off scripts that are written by AI because here's the truth.
Yeah.
Right?
Long dash.
It's not about captions.
Oh, don't say the long dash. Okay.
It's not about captions. It's about dialogue. That's what they do on the ChatGPT, isn't it?
It is.
Oh my God. Not only is it painfully obvious to spot, by the way, I saw one the other day that I saw posted by someone, and they posted it on Instagram or Facebook, and they left in the bit where ChatGPT said, here's a more friendly way of saying what you've written. I was just like, wow.
Ridiculous.
Like, even the prompt goes in as well. So, Michael, I'm gonna pretend that I'm here. I'm now not here. This is AI for me now. Yeah. Michael is here. He's gonna talk at the AI version of me, and we're gonna have a discussion. What was the story you put up about this? Because I liked it.
Yeah, I put up a story about, like, there's a lot of online coaches making content these days that AI is not going to take over my job, and I think it might do, because from what I've seen as an industry average of coaching, AI could do a pretty good job. So me and Dan were kind of talking about it. I say me and Dan. He is Dan. I don't know if he's talked to you or talked to the camera. I don't know. Either way, you know. We were talking about it, and you said it's actually pretty good, you know. So then I started to play around with it and prompt it and so on, and it threw a lot of good shit out. And you go, well, this is what coaches are doing though, because from my experience working with coaches, they don't actually do any proper coaching. They do what AI does. So my thought is that you are going to get left behind. So it's not good enough to say, it's not going to leave me behind. And I actually think that the coaches saying that stuff are the ones that are going to get left behind. Like, I think the good coaches are too busy just focusing on their own thing, being a good coach, getting results with clients, and they know that they're not going to get left behind. Because coaches don't seem to be coaches these days. They seem to be instructors, and you can get that for fuck all. You can get that for absolutely nothing from ChatGPT. It doesn't, ChatGPT doesn't charge you $9.97 for 3 months. Like, it gets back to you instantly. It's not going to take a sick day. It's not going to get emotional. It's going to make decent, assertive responses. It can program your nutrition. It can program your training for you. It can make weekly manipulations. And that is all that coaches do. So I go, well, you should be scared. Like, you should be worried if you're a bad coach. That's my opinion on things. So our argument is always, we'll be a better coach. And coaches get really defensive and emotional about this. And I think we're going to do a video about emotions within business. Anyway, coaches get really emotional about this, as though we're attacking them and saying that you're meaning to be a bad coach. And sometimes it's maybe a lack of understanding or, needing to try a different way. But the amount of people that we ask to do certain things within their coaching, and then they just don't think it applies to them. So one of the big things that it's really getting on my nerves at the moment is coaches that receive check-in forms from their clients. And how long have we been mentoring now? 3.5 years?
3.5, 4, yeah.
3.5, 4 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we've now got a huge sample size of coaches that we've worked with. And I can categorically tell you that the coaches who receive video check-ins and then give video check-ins back with the flexible ability to book calls, those coaches typically will do the best, retain the most clients, get the best results. So not only do we have our own experience of coaching quite literally thousands of fitness clients, thousands of them, it really winds me up when someone respectfully who's got 17 clients gives me their opinion. You don't get to have an opinion until you've actually done the do. Like, having 17 clients is respectfully, you should be learning, you should be absorbing stuff, you should be looking at different ways to improve things. So if you are receiving check-in forms from your clients, you are fundamentally choosing to have an inferior coaching service. You are fundamentally choosing to provide inferior responses to those check-in forms, because there's no given way that you can collect the relevant data via a check-in form. No way. And by data, I do not mean how much weight have you lost and how close were you to your macros. That's not the data that I'm looking at. That's a small part of a jigsaw puzzle at each check-in. It doesn't form part of a bigger plan. It doesn't take into account somebody's tonality when they're talking to you. They don't go off on tangents and tell you about their life. You can't extract anything to build rapport off and to have a common connection and to nurture that relationship. Coaching is about the communication and the relationship that you build to get the most out of somebody on any given week to achieve whatever it is that they want to achieve on a journey. Whereas coaches think it's about changing their macros. And if you think it's that, you're fucked. Because ChatGPT should and will take over.
Yeah, like you said, I think that's the key difference there, is that coaches get defensive because they think that coaching is instructing week to week. So as an example of this, I'm not going to get up on my phone and screen record it. We'll probably do it another time. But I went on to ChatGPT and I just thought, right, I'm just going to figure it. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to figure out over a 5-week period some of the common issues that people face, right? And I'm just going to put it in ChatGPT and see what comes back. So first step was I said, I'm a male, I weigh this, my height is this, I'm this active, I want to go to the gym this many times. How many calories do I need to be on to lose weight at a decent rate? Gave me all the numbers I needed to do, right? Wicked. And it even gave me options. It said you can do protein and calories or protein and carbs and fats. You can change them around here. This is roughly what you need to be at. And I was like, wicked. Put in the next response and I was like, I averaged 19,006 calories over the 7 days. My weight only dropped by 0.2 kilos. Bit frustrated. What shall I do next week? Broke it down. Don't worry, this can happen often in the first few weeks. Could be stress, could be a lack of sleep, could be a change in your diet, all these things that come into it, digestion, you could have increased your fiber. It was like, stay the course, don't panic, same macros again next week, you'll be fine. Well, I've heard that before from quite a few coaches, right, on Instagram, right? So then the next week came up. I've averaged 1,943 calories over the 7 days, only lost 0.3 kilos again, getting even more frustrated, really don't feel like things are moving in the right direction from a weight point of view, but I have noticed that my clothes are fitting a little bit looser, my jeans are definitely loose around the waist. It couldn't big me up enough. It was like, oh my God, this is such good news. Don't worry about the weight. The fact your clothes are feeling better and all this sort of is amazing news. Like, that's the real progress here. That's what we're always going to focus on. I want you to now track your waist measurement for me as well going forward and relay that back to me each time. Stay the course. Don't need to change anything. If you did want to go a little bit quicker, you could drop 100 calories a day, but my advice would be to stay where you are. Correct me if I'm wrong here, but like, I've heard all this before from coaches who think that they know enough. They say all things, don't stress, don't panic, don't worry, don't judge everything by the weight. Right, well, AI now knows this shit, right? Next week after that, I went in. I've lost 1.3 kilos this week. Bit worried now that I might actually be in too big of a deficit. Will I harm my metabolism from doing this? Next question down. No, everything's absolutely fine. Don't stress about it. It'll be this, this, and this. Could be the whoosh effect. Could be the fact that you've changed your diet a little bit. Could be this. Could be that you've been more active. No need to worry about it. As long as we're on track with the waist measurement, everything's looking great. Brilliant. And then the kicker for me was then the next week when I said, I'm going away this weekend and I've got a social event and I want to plan to be able to enjoy myself on that day. What would you suggest I do with my calories? And it explained what calorie banking was to me. And said, these are your options. This is what you can do. This is how I would do it. And this is what I recommend. Now, I'm sorry, but that is what coaches are doing week by week. ChatGPT didn't ask me anything about what my overall goal was, where I wanted to be in a year's time, how my missus at home is coping with all this sort of stuff, how it's impacting my kids, how it's impacting my work life, or anything like that, which is what a coach would do or should do. And I think that the coaches that saying AI isn't taking over my job have not used it properly to do that. All they've done is got it to write the captions for them and write everything for them and do their job for them, all the while wondering how ChatGPT knows everything it knows. Well, it's because it's doing your job for you, mate. You're asking it to do your job for you. So it's done it. It's gone away and it can do it now. If you're a coach that instructs week to week and gives macro changes week to week, and that is all you do, and you write a very basic training program that's 4 days a week, upper lower, with 3x10 for most exercises, be careful.
The thing for me is that I think other mentors are leveraging the fact that ChatGPT is good at the coaching thing. I've got
better than most coaches.
Yeah, I've got a feeling, and I could be wrong here, that what mentors will probably be doing is some form of, or I'm guessing that a logical play would be gather a check-in form to send to your clients that then feeds the information to an AI, bot, let's just say, and then that bot is what responds like that, given the fact that it's got these checking responses. So it takes the coaching element out of it, and that seems amazing. That seems like, oh my god, I don't need to do anything. If what you're saying, guys, and ChatGPT is really this good, and they're as good as me at my job, well, why wouldn't I use it? Well, one, it's disingenuous because you're not the one doing the coaching, and two, why would they pay you money for it? Like, nobody's going to pay you money for it. So you're fundamentally lacking what I believe coaching to be, which is the connection. Because when you've got a client that has been with you for X amount of time and you've built rapport, you built bond, you built a friendship, you know what the family are like, you know how the body responds to certain things, you know what they freak out over, you know when to kind of push them, when to pull back, you know what kind of gets a response from them, you know how hard that you can kind of dig them at times. That's what coaching is. So like, you will not get left behind if you're an actual good coach. Because I had I had a response to this story, and it was from a coach that said, the coaches that don't use AI to their advantage are going to get left behind. Well, I would disagree. Because if I was a fitness coach now, I still wouldn't use AI. Because I'm a good coach. So why would I need to use AI? Because I would rely on myself being a coach and coaching my clients. We built a business successfully without the use of AI, and I would do it again. I don't think that there's any part of my coaching job that I would need to offload to AI. Why? Because I can write captions better than AI. I can write emails better than AI. Like, I can coach better than AI. And when I say coach, I don't mean give macros. I mean build connection with people. That's what it is. That's coaching. So I actually don't believe that you need to use AI, right? If you're a good coach. So good coaches, you'll be fine. But bad coaches...
The only thing with the whole behind thing is like coaches will be left behind not using it is the only reference point there is again, it's bad coaches. It's the only reference point. Yeah, bad coaches without using AI will be behind bad coaches who use AI. Of course they will. Yeah. But you're then missing a whole league above that, which is good coaches that don't need to use any of it. That's the point here, is we're trying to move you into a whole different league. This is a whole different fucking sport almost at that level. Like, there are so many poor coaches out there who are looking to leverage their time, get more time back, make more money, and do less work, right? You're in the wrong industry if that's what you want to do, like, and get amazing results alongside that. So I think in the short term, hats off to you. If you just sat there and listened to what I've just said about ChatGPT and you're thinking, great, I can get it to do my work for me, I want to see where you're at in 3 years. Yeah, it might be better for you in 6 months. You might get a few more clients, you might have a bit more time to yourself. It will come back to bite you in the arse. And I can categorically say that because I know that there are people who are using it now who have been using it for 6 months who go, I wish I'd never started using it. I wish I never started using it because now I don't know what I'm going to say or what I'm going to write. I had a call with one on Friday. She said to me, she's like, I'm just stuck. I can't not use it to come up with content ideas because I just don't know who I am anymore or what I'm trying to say. Imagine that. Imagine that, right? And this is the problem is that, and she also works with another company who give her all of her content ideas and give her some of her templates and give her some stuff that she works with, marketing or whatever, right? And I had this call and she was like, I just don't know who I am anymore. I don't know what I'm supposed to be saying. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. And I'm going, well, yeah, because you've just been sold this dream, which is just save time. You know, when it's something that you stress about and it's an idea generation is something you worry about. I don't see how taking a shortcut offloading that is going to benefit you in the long term, because you're just going to be stuck in the same position again at some point when that tool stops working. Because at some point it will stop working. At some point, every single person will have seen all the AI responses to all the different things. They'll go, it's all templates. It's all just the same database that people are using. And it's only going to take enough times for normal general public to realize that all you're doing is using AI. And I said this in one of the emails that I wrote the other day, is that this isn't just about coaches using AI, by the way. This is about the general use of AI across the board. I know that people are out there using it for their jobs. They're getting it to write emails for them. They're getting it to do all sorts of jobs for them in their workplace because they're also lazy and they want to leverage it because they don't want it left behind, right? So if in a year's time, the use of ChatGPT becomes so abundant that everyday folk are using it for every other task that they're doing, if you're someone who only ever uses the written word to communicate with people, they will start to assume that it's AI that's responding to them. Not because whether you're using it or not because you are using it, because they're using it for everything that they do, that they assume that you must be. This is where we start getting into murky waters here, where if everyone is using it for every single thing, because it is now, by the way, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if you saw this, is it maybe it's number 2 now, but it was close to knocking off Google for the biggest, the most visited website in the world.
Is that?
Because people are just going straight to ChatGPT because they know it's going to give them the answer quicker than actually searching for it on Google, because they'd be a bit more specific. Like I said, my concern is, as well as it is with coaches using it, it's that your clients are using it to do their jobs and be lazy. So if you're not using videos with them and you're not doing content like this where it's clearly you and it's clearly your thoughts, clearly you're passionate about it, they're going to assume that you're using AI because they go, that's what I do. And that's another irony I don't think coaches have thought about. If you're relying on that, I worry. I really worry with it, because I see it across the board. People, I couldn't believe the abundant use of it in jobs and in work.
It's everywhere.
I couldn't believe it.
The argument,
emails.
The argument that I've seen is that, Netflix and Blockbuster, it's different. It's different. Like Netflix solves a problem, like for the consumer. Right. So they don't have to leave the house and go to the video shop and then rent out a video for 7 days for cash and then send it back. Netflix solves a problem for the consumer. ChatGPT solves a problem for the coach, like not the consumer. And if you're asking somebody to pay for it, you should be optimizing for them, no, not you. Why do we sit here and still do our content? Why do we write our own captions? Why do we do our own coaching? Why do we take our own sales calls? Not because we can't offload it to somebody else or use ChatGPT, not because we can't, not because we don't know how, not because we don't know how to prompt stuff, but because we're not looking for the newest, shiniest thing to dazzle you and pull your attention in an area that you don't need it to. Like, you need to connect with, let's just say you connect with 50 people, right, on the entire internet, and you're able to maintain those client numbers and you charge them 200 quid, you've got 10 grand a month. It's a really, really, really good way. You just need 50. Right? You just got to get good enough at your own content and your own coaching to get to 50. That's it. So I don't understand where all of this time is that we need to be leveraging. Because 50 clients to me is 2 days work. It's 2 days of check-ins of 25, and they're quite laid back as well. Like, let's just say 4 an hour. So you're talking what? Maximum 7 hours then, right? If you're doing 25. So maximum 7 hours. Okay, get up, do 8 till 12. 4 hours, have an hour break till 1, do another 3 hours till 4. That's not bad, is it? 2 days a week for 10 grand.
I'll have that. Can I have that?
So like, I don't understand where all this time is that we need to be leveraged back by the use of AI. I don't understand.
I don't know what they're doing with it. I don't know what's so important in their week that they need to be doing that's not actually something they're passionate about.
It's just another thing for you to get distracted by. And we got distracted by stuff as well when we were growing a fitness business, because you're looking for the upper hand, you're looking for the advantage. We went and created an app. We went and got a mentor. We went and got a social media manager. We offloaded stuff. We did some influence marketing. Like, we looked at the other stuff, and guess what we came back to every time? Quality of coaching, quality of content, and us doing it. Like, that's what we came back to every single time. We were just spending, website, rewrite the website again. Like, we were just spending months doing something that actually didn't make any difference. And then we sat here 2.5 years away from retiring going, well, that was easy. Like, that's easy. So stop getting distracted. AI sounds like it's the next powerful thing, and it is. It's a ridiculous resource. Of course it is. But when you are entering into a personal relationship, i.e. coaching with somebody, personal wins. Every time. Personal wins. Because it's now not about knowledge, because they can find it anywhere on ChatGPT. It's not about knowledge, which, by the way, we've always said. Go back, we've always said that. It's not about what you know, because they can find the information anywhere on fucking line. What's important is you and your connection to them through the content and then through your coaching. That's it. And you can't replicate that.
No, you can't. So there you go. That's probably why you shouldn't use AI within your business. I honestly don't think you've got enough tasks in your week to worry about it, for one. And two is it's really going to be the downfall of the whole, in my opinion, the whole industry and whole like personal touch within the industry, is that the people that you see going on and doing amazing things will be the ones that provide that personal touch. Literally. No doubt about it. So there you go. It's
going to be novel, isn't it, in the future? You actually get to work with me and not AI.
Yep.
Just do that then. That's what it'll be in the future.
Yeah.
Actually, no AI bots here. We don't use them. You actually get to work with me. Well, if that's what it's going to be, if that's a novel thing in the future because everyone's going to be using it, you might as well keep using it and get good at it.
Do it now, yeah. There you go. Till next time.
Done.